Okay, hello everyone. This is the John Deere 1960s John Deere 440 backhoe project. Got it running, ran it a bit, got it up to operating temperature, was driving it around the yard, kind of giving it its field run, and started leaking oil out of basically the head. So like right in here, along this line, it would seep oil out and it would lay right in here. And we'll go around to the other side. I mostly noticed it on the other side, over here, where it was kind of running out down in here and pooling right in this little area. Now it was probably like that when I got it, but it was so dirty and greasy and everything, it was hard to tell what that was from, so I got it cleaned up and painted, and obviously once I did that, you could just look at that line right there and see the oil kind of flowing out right there, and it would flow out into these surfaces and pool up. And it's kind of interesting. It didn't take it long before it started kind of get blown all around by the fan, so it kind of kept seeping out, and probably on the front side of it as well. But this is what they look like. And in my case, you can tell the valve cover gasket really wasn't doing a whole lot. You can see it's not really aligned where it should be, and then even worse, on the other side I noticed when I took it off that it has a crack in it. So walking on the other side, you can see right in there, there's a crack. So it's probably, obviously going to get replaced. You can buy there basically as a kit, and that kit is for this. There's a whole series of gaskets underneath this that we'll see here in a minute, but I wanted to make sure I kind of got a couple of videos as I was taking this apart. But basically underneath this has little O-rings in between those. Whoops. So in between it has these little O-ring gaskets, and you buy the whole kit, and then there's one gasket that runs around the outside edge. But this is basically what you got when you look in it. And I went through and looked at the diagrams in the book a bit, and they're great, but it's difficult to tell what you're looking at. Sometimes it's really nice to just be able to look at this stuff like this. And so what you're looking at here is basically all of these three rockers come in off of a cam that's on that side. One of these is for the injector, so this comes over and pushes the injector so that your would be essentially your ejector timing. And then each one of these is an exhaust valve. And so this doesn't have, it's a two-cycle diesel, two-cylinder diesel, and so it doesn't really have any intake valves. It has, I shouldn't say it doesn't really, it actually doesn't have any intake valves. It uses, like any two-cycle, it uses the piston to pull in, and it does have a blower on it, so that kind of forces a bit of the air in there. So just two exhaust valves per port, and then that injector. So next step is to take this head off and see what we got going on in there, and figure out which one of those seals might be leaking. So stay tuned.